Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we're going to talk about the interviews. Who I'm going to hopefully interview, why, how, and what the responses to the different suggested candidates really tell us. Because that might be surprising. Who? Literally anybody running for president. Yeah, there might be an exception. I'm probably not going to interview some dude with a red armband, but just about anybody else. Why? Because these people have a large base of support from our neighbors, from people we know, support each one of these candidates. I want to know why. I want to know who they are, a little bit about them. It's really that simple. No big mystery there. How? And this is a question that when it is thrown up in a confrontational manner most times. The way I did with Marianne Williamson, conversationally. I know, that's not real journalism. A real journalist should engage in hardball questions. Maybe. Real journalist's job is to get to the truth, hopefully. I learned a long time ago that when you're dealing with people who are trained to withhold the truth, you don't ask them pointed questions because they're already prepared for that. They're ready for that. They know what they're going to say. You don't push them that way. Politicians have prepared answers to questions you don't know to ask yet about scandals that haven't been uncovered. They're ready for that. You want to get to the truth when you're dealing with somebody who is trained to withhold it. You don't have to be abrasive. You just have to keep them talking, and eventually they'll tell you. Even if they're not trying to withhold the truth, the key questions people want answered, they'll come up. With Miss Williamson, one of the big questions that everybody had was her views on medicine, because it's come up. I didn't ask a question about it. Not one. But go back and listen to that video. She answered it in an offhand way. And that offhand comment is going to be more reliably accurate as to how she truly feels than any soundbite ready statement. So no, you won't see me engaging in hardball questions. It will be conversational and it'll take time, like that one. But one of the things I notice is that any time a candidate comes up, somebody else comes along and says, no, don't interview that candidate. They did X, or they said they were going to do Y, or whatever. And there's a valid reason to excuse every single candidate from every single party from holding that office. You're right. That's what we find out. When we look at the information as a whole, presented by everybody, when you take each piece of information that's presented, that's the conclusion. Every single one of them, there's a reason to say no. You should not be trusted with that much power. Yeah. It's almost as if nobody should be trusted with that much power. And that the office has too much. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good night.